feet.
All the way from RAF Watersham in Suffolk, the only emergency vehicle able to offer assistance and winch the man to safety. Back in Northampton earlier this morning, people having breakfast at one of the rescue centres. They bedded down overnight at the Church of the Latter-day Saints, trying to come to terms with their living nightmare. You've got no insurance?
None at all whatsoever. Of household or nothing, no. It's bad. Really, really bad.
Meanwhile, back at the flood sites, much of the water has disappeared. The debris and boats left at the roadside are a reminder of the devastation caused and the extent of the floods. Residents along St Leonard's Road in Far Cotton, where water was many feet deep, are facing their nightmare as best they can.
The clear-up operation is underway, but nobody's seen anything like this before. This carpet is totally sodden. Look here at my boots, you can see the water squelching out from underneath them. The television is ruined, and the flood water came in so high that it lifted up this heavy piece of furniture and turned it on its side, and the fridge there is almost upside down.
More than 1,500 homes have been affected in Northampton alone, and around the whole of the region there are thousands more. Carl Heidel, Anglia News, Northampton.
The Environment Agency has issued red flood warnings for the River Nene in Cambridgeshire and the River Ouse in Bedfordshire. It says the worst could still be to come. Staff at the region's Emergency Flood Control Centre warn that after yesterday's major flooding, Peterborough and Bedford are likely to be hit tonight.
They should be aware of the likelihood of very heavy flows, and that could lead to flooding in their areas, and they need to be very alive to that and be taking action to protect their own properties and their own families from the effects of water, if indeed they're unfortunate enough to become subject to it.
Finally, do you remember the couple we spoke to yesterday in Northampton who'd managed to salvage their wedding clothes as their house flooded? Well, Sarah Tew and Darren Hillier are pressing ahead with their wedding this afternoon, despite the floods. We'll be there and hope to bring you a report in our afternoon bulletin just after 4:05. Join us then if you can.